It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the Divisional Round of the NFL playoffs. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The first carry now. This is Williams. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 25 yards. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. It's a room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They run it again with Chubb. And he's got room. Shoves it away. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other
That's my
way
fault.
with the football.
I should have threw it. I should have threw it. Checked it down. I had it, and I should have checked it out. I should have believed in myself. Should have believed in myself.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
They run again on first down. Chubb down to the 42, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And some room to run now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chubb. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a ground score. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have moved out in front. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
50 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Give them 3 yards there on the first down pickup. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Andrew Beck taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head.
And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give. This is Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. Handoff comes to Chubb. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
But I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Shreds it with a stiff arm. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. A run for Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Faking the give. Now Watson swings this out for Hunt. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. York able to send this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Nifty move by Gordon. Wow, incredible.
Miss.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Now here's the option play going left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They go play action now. Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Throwing is Wilson. It's complete to Cook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And to the races down the right side. The 40. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Play action. It's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The center receiver in motion to the right. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
He has a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
On the ground, it's Chubb.
There's no way Hunt should always pick that fucking block out.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb,
The fact that Hunt always picks that block up is wild.
Drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. It's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. They run it again with Chubb. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos get a bit closer. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go play action with Wilson. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. On 1st down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play.
Somehow he blocked me. That's hilarious.
Down the left side, it's a foot race.
That's the game for you, though.
Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 89 yards. And the Browns continue to show a pace to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One last shot for Wilson. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.